If you too have a dream of cracking UPSC exam, then subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay up to date with your UPSC preparation. तैयारी आपकी, जिम्मेदारी हमारी.
Hello and welcome everyone. I hope this message finds you fit and fine. My name is Shashank and today we are going to discuss PSR optional syllabus. Why it is important? Because it is the first logical step in your trajectory to success. Here it is. Understanding the syllabus. Broad categorization, demand of the topics, overlapping, how you can reorganize your syllabus so that you can optimize your efforts. Then comes the right content, then strategy, then momentum, right momentum, then comes the result where success meets you. So, अभी हमें यहाँ पर focus करना जरूरी. This is the broad structuring of the syllabus. Paper 1 section A, say political theory and thinker. It is like a foundation of your optional. यानी कि यहाँ पर जो understanding है that is going to help you in other sections as well. But please understand, most of the PSR optional aspirants, they commit this common mistake. They give disproportionate amount of time to this section. क्योंकि when they actually start preparation, they are like कि हम करते करते सीख जाएंगे कि क्या डिमांड है इस सिलेबस की, करना क्या है. But the best strategy is first, take a step back and at least understand the game. What is expected from the players like you, right? Then you can optimize your efforts कि कम समय में आप ज्यादा तरीके से अपनी अंडरस्टैंडिंग पर काम कर सकते हैं, आंसर राइटिंग पर काम कर सकते हैं, इंटरलिंकेज डेवलप कर सकते हैं. पता लग जाएगा कि एक्चुअली ये जो पार्ट है, से इंडियन गवर्नमेंट एंड पॉलिटिक्स, इसमें टॉपिक्स कितने हैं, सब टॉपिक्स कितने हैं, किस तरीके से क्वेश्चन आते हैं, मतलब क्या है, राइट? If you understand it, don't you think now when you are reading newspaper and you find, oh, this particular subtopic is mentioned in my syllabus, so your attention would, it will naturally grab your attention. You will be able to extract points. That's why understanding syllabus becomes important. It is like the foundation, but proportionate amount of understanding, it is needed across the sections, right? So paper 1 section A can be divided into these 4 pillars: political theory, ideologies, thinkers, Western political thought, Indian political thought. तो अभी हम इसको भी फर्दर डिवाइड करते हैं, क्या क्या क्लासिफाई करते हैं, इसके अंदर क्या पॉइंट्स हैं. लेकिन उससे पहले I want to tell you that this is the ground rule. Understand the syllabus by heart. So as I am going to mention any keyword, your priority should be, I need to understand the meaning of this. I need to understand the origin of this. I need to understand the overlap. For example, in political ideology, you are going to read about liberalism. So, you are understanding the meaning of liberalism. Understand the origin, underlying story, why liberalism emerged, and why there are 4 categories. After classical, why modern liberalism came. There must be some interlinkage. Know about it, right? Then understanding what scholars were saying would be, much easier, right? And then interlink with socialism. ओवरलैप कहां पर हो रहा है, वो आप सोचेंगे, अच्छा लिबरलिज्म का ओवरलैप मतलब ऐसे कैसे. आई एम कंसीडरिंग दैट यू आर जस्ट एंटरिंग इनटू द सिलेबस, बट प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड, इफ यू लिंक कि अच्छा सोशलिज्म केम एज अ काउंटर टू द डीमेरिट्स व्हिच वर देयर ड्यू टू वन पर्टिकुलर आइडियोलॉजी, तो यानी कि इंटरलिंकेज आप डेवलप कर लेंगे तो उसके बीच के जो आइडियाज है उसमें ओवरलैपिंग भी पता लग जाए. तो this will actually simplify your process of learning. Second comes reorganize the syllabus. For example, in political ideologies, you are going to read about liberalism. Okay? In thinkers, you are going to read about Locke and Mill. So John Locke and J.S. Mill are liberal thinkers. तो यानी कि इनके जो आइडियाज हैं उन्होंने contribute किया in ideology, liberalism, right? So you need to develop this interlinkage. Right? Then when you are going to read theory, say theory of state or say rights or justice, so these thinkers have talked about rights also, na? Talked about justice also, na? तो यानी कि वहां पर क्या ओवरलैप है वो भी अगर आप साथ साथ समझ कर चलेंगे. So whenever यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट लिबरलिज्म, ऑल्सो रिकंसिडर कि अच्छा वहां पर मैंने क्या पढ़ा था, उससे लिंकेज कैसे है, कैसे देयर बेस आइडियाज एक्चुअली लेड टू दी, यू कैन से पुश इनटू द आइडियोलॉजी ऑफ लिबरलिज्म, डेवलपमेंट ऑफ द आइडियोलॉजी ऑफ लिबरलिज्म। तो कहने का मतलब एक इंटरलिंकेज दिमाग में रहेगा तो इट वुड एक्चुअली सिंप्लीफाई द प्रोसेस। ठीक है, सो पेपर 1 की अगर हम बात करें तो पहला पार्ट जैसे पॉलिटिकल थियरी, पहला टॉपिक, फर्स्ट टॉपिक इज अप्रोचेस, पॉलिटिकल थियरी मीनिंग एंड अप्रोचेस, दिस इज द लाइन व्हिच इज मेंशन्ड इन योर ऑफिशियल सिलेबस। ठीक है, अब इसमें आपके दिमाग में आना चाहिए सबसे पहले तो पॉलिटिकल थियरी है क्या, व्हाट इज द मीनिंग, ऑरिजिन, जरूरत क्यों पड़ी पॉलिटिकल थियरी की, देन ओवरलैप। सो पॉलिटिकल थियरी के ही यहां पर हम कंपोनेंट पढ़ रहे हैं सिलेबस में, डिफरेंट पॉलिटिकल थियरीज, तो दिस अंडरस्टैंडिंग बिकम्स इंपॉर्टेंट, राइट। Then approaches, if word is approaches, what is the meaning of approaches? What are the type of approaches? And why we have these types? So अगर आप ऐसे जानेंगे, that would actually simplify the process. Let me give you one trailer. Trailers पे चलते हैं, चलिए। When you read a particular topic, open the trend analysis. कि अच्छा political theory हम start कर रहे हैं, so from there 15 marker worth question was asked in 2020. ठीक है, there are 3 categories of questions which are going to be asked, 10 marker, 15 marker, 20 marker, 15 marker आए यहाँ से। into 2019 10 marker, 2018 10 marker, तो हमें ये पता लग गया कि यहाँ से 1 question is expected। ठीक है, तो अब इसमें से probable themes क्या है, मतलब कहाँ से क्वेश्चन आते हैं, तो these are the kind of themes. What is political theory? Resurgence of political theory, decline of political theory, relevance of political theory, explain, comment on particular approaches, because word is mentioning approaches, meaning and approaches से क्वेश्चन आ सकता है, political sociological approach, right, political economy approach, behavioral approach। तो कहने का मतलब ये है कि आपको किसी भी टॉपिक से स्टार्ट करते समय फ्रेमवर्क दिमाग में होना चाहिए कि अच्छा इसका ब्रेकअप कैसे होना है टॉपिक, ठीक है, मीनिंग क्या है, ओरिजिन क्या है, ओवरलैप क्या है, देन यू विल बी एबल टू हैव प्रेडिक्टेबिलिटी as well as retain mood। अब इसके बाद देखिए जैसे क्वेश्चन की हम बात करें तो just see these question, what is the nature of the crisis in political theory, suggest remedies to overcome it, then second question is examine the various views on nature of crisis in political theory। when you are going to open most of the notes, so they have the section crisis in political theory, or crisis in political theory may they define what are the kind of crisis which happen in political theory। ठीक है, लेकिन कभी कभी क्या होता है, if you are not having understanding कि डिमांड क्या है इस पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक की, तो होता क्या है, in your notes you have identified this keyword crisis in political theory, and there also you have seen this crisis in political theory, right। so कई बार मैं देखता हूं जो स्टूडेंट्स की आंसरिंग होती है उसमें सेम काइंड ऑफ कंटेंट इज बीइंग यूज्ड, although question directive is also different, examine on what, ये नेक्स्ट स्टेज पे आएगा, सबसे पहले तो हम सब्जेक्ट को समझ रहे हैं, टॉपिक को समझ रहे हैं। लेकिन यहां पर अगर आप देखें ये है नेचर ऑफ द क्राइसिस इन पॉलिटिकल थ्योरी, एंड दिस इज सेइंग एग्जामिन द वेरियस व्यूज ऑन नेचर ऑफ क्राइसिस। वेरियस व्यूज ऑन नेचर ऑफ क्राइसिस मींस देयर आर डिफरेंट स्कॉलर्स हु हैव गिवन कमेंट ऑन द नेचर ऑफ क्राइसिस कि कैसे क्राइसिस चल रहा है, उनके डिफरेंट व्यूज है, उनको एग्जामिन करने के लिए पूछा, एंड यहां पर पूछा है व्हाट इज द नेचर ऑफ क्राइसिस। तो यहां पे जो पर्टिकुलर व्यूज है उनको एग्जामिन करने पर आपको फोकस करना पड़ेगा। व्हाट जर्मिनो वाज सेइंग, व्हाट डेविड ईस्टन वाज सेइंग, स्कॉलर्स यू रीड अबाउट, व्हाट कॉब्डेन वाज सेइंग। सो पॉइंट इज कि ये जो निटिग्रिटीज हैं, इंट्रिकेसीज हैं, इन पर तभी फोकस हो पाएगा व्हेन यू हैव अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ द टॉपिक कि सिलेबस का ब्रेकअप कैसे, राइट। then you will be able to actually, when you are taking some lecture, right, and then you are actually going through PYQs, then you will be more confident। अगर सिर्फ आप लेक्चर ले रहे हैं और नोट्स बना रहे हैं and thinking that your preparation is well on track, then my friends, this is a point to have a reality check, okay। so इस लेवल की अंडरस्टैंडिंग तो नेक्स्ट स्टेप है, बट आइडिया होना दैट्स द फर्स्ट स्टेप, राइट। सिमिलरली वी हैव जस्टिस, इक्वालिटी, राइट्स, डेमोक्रेसी। अब इसी में भी अगर मैं बात करूं, सो पेपर 1 सेक्शन ए इज मोर ओवर स्टैटिक इन नेचर, राइट। अब प्लेटो ने जो बात कही, प्लेटो ने जो थ्योरी दी, ठीक है, से प्लेटोस थ्योरी ऑफ जस्टिस, सो प्लेटो ने जो थ्योरी दी वो तो दी, नाउ प्लेटो हैज गॉन, सो दैट इज नॉट गोइंग टू चेंज, राइट? बट these topics, say justice, equality, rights, democracy, concept of power, in these topics, although we are going to know about the basic concept, what scholars are saying, right, theory part, but in these topics, while you answer, if you add some contemporary linkage, then it's an added advantage. Say rights, democracy, say democracy. So democracy is a theme, popular theme, right? So in current scenario, you may find certain articles talking about how idea of democracy is being questioned or being altered in the age of surveillance capitalism. For example, say how Pegasus software, or say how Cambridge Analytica case means if elections can be, means if there's possibility that through social media and through through some softwares, if someone can actually influence the voters, manufacture the consent of voter in a particular direction, fool the voters, misinform the voters. तो अगर ऐसा होगा तो democracy as an idea may be in question, right? But here in this particular topic, we are going to understand the base ideas of democracy, how ideas of democracy were evolving. What are the type of democracy? What is narrow? What is broad? What is substantial? What Macpherson was talking about in democracy? But along with this, I want you people to keep your eyes and ears open कि अच्छा democracy पर ये भी चल रहा है, ठीक है? Then I need to know कि how it can be interlinked in my answer. Moreover, these topics are static in nature, right? Ideologies, liberalism, socialism, Marxism, fascism. But within this, I want you people to understand the background, right? Means why this particular ideology was emerging, what were the types, why these types were emerged, what are the key features of these types, right? When it comes to thinkers, so you should have in mind in thinkers, I need to have this some structure in my mind, that I need to know the background, the time, the circumstances, the concern of that thinker, why that thinker was giving those ideas, right? The books, works of that thinker, because you need to, in answer, you need to use work, means you need to use book, key ideas, theory, right? Identify the keywords which were used by that thinker. Having understanding of a particular thinker is one thing. Definitely it is like the starting aspect. But when you answer, you need to use the keywords which were used by that thinker, right? If Machiavelli is using the word dual morality, then we need to use the word dual morality. If Machiavelli was using the word virtue, an Italian word, तो ऐसा नहीं है कि Italian आपको जाननी है, but the point is virtue का meaning क्या है, इसका usage क्या है, right? तो वैसे आपको इन thinkers को कलेक्ट करना है, ठीक है? Indian political thought, we start with Dharma Shastra, the meaning of word dharma, and the meaning of dharma is not religion here. Meaning of dharma is duty, and this whole world is actually based on dharma. So we start with this understanding here. If leaf is green, then leaf is green because the photosynthesis is happening. Nature has set principles by which this nature is working. Every component is doing its dharma. That is why deducing that we should also do our dharma. If we do our dharma, then only we can have a more satisfied life. So don't you think it's a broad definition of dharma? So we start with this, then we also interlink. जैसे एक बड़ी interlinkage आपको यहाँ पर मिलेगी कि every political thinker is concerned about betterment of society, betterment of state, betterment of individual, right? And for this, they gave views on justice, they gave views on state, they gave views on rights, they gave views on duties. But यहाँ पे आपको chronology क्या पकड़नी है कि Plato, Aristotle, why in their times they were not stressing on rights like you and me are having in present time. In our constitution, we have fundamental rights. But why Plato was not advocating rights for the individual? Why Aristotle was not advocating rights for the individual? They were more concerned towards duties of individual. But in our constitution, we have given fundamental rights. They are enforceable, right? If you are not having fundamental right, you can go to Supreme Court using Article 32. You can go to High Court using Article 226. But why their time was different, what factors were shaping their ideas. और हमारे यहां पर अभी अगर फंडामेंटल ड्यूटीज की बात करें तो दे आर नॉट मैंडेटरी ऑल्दो पार्ट ऑफ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. सुप्रीम कोर्ट हैज सेड that they are important, but the point is that they are not given importance like rights are given importance. तो ये इन्वर्जन कैसे हो रहा है? वहां उल्टा था, वहां ड्यूटीज पर फोकस था, इंडिविजुअल राइट्स पर नहीं. तो जब आप इन थीम्स पर सोच के इनको पढ़ते हैं तो इट बिकम्स अ केक वॉक. देन यू आर एबल टू इंटरलिंक. देन इट इज लाइक कि जैसे कोई ज्योतिषी होता है तो नक्षत्रास की पोजीशन की इसका मतलब ये है, इसका मतलब ये है, ये यहां से यहां गया तो इसका मतलब ये निकलेगा. दिस इज हाउ पॉलिटिकल साइंस विल बिकम फॉर यू इफ यू एक्चुअली अंडरस्टैंड द एसेंस ऑफ एवरी टॉपिक. देन यू विल नॉट बी नीडिंग टू क्रैम कि ग्राम मार्क्सिज्म में कितने टॉपिक्स थे. अच्छा मैं तो कंफ्यूज चल रहा हूं डायलेक्ट्रिकल मेटलिज्म में और हिस्टोरिकल मेटलिज्म में. अरे बात ये समझिए ना कि ये डायलेक्ट्रिक मेटलिज्म का आइडिया आया कहां से, क्यों दिया उन्होंने, कंसर्न क्या था थिंकर का. तो रेदर देन ओपनिंग द नोट्स एंड थिंकिंग कि आज मैं 10 पेजेस कंप्लीट करूंगी 15 पेजेस आई एम गोइंग टू कंप्लीट, दैट्स नॉट द स्ट्रेटजी. अंडरस्टैंड द सिलेबस. डिमांड को पकड़िए. तो डिमांड समझ में आ रही है आपको. जैसे थिंकर्स की बात करी तो आपको कुछ की पॉइंट्स मैंने बताए, राइट. क्या देखना है? टाइम, कंसर्न, सर्कमस्टेंसेस, वर्क, theory, critique is also important, right? Because in answers when question is examine the particular theory, you have to use the critique. So paper 1 section A, as I told you, moreover static, right? Paper 1 section B, Indian government and politics. We can divide it into 3 parts. One is nationalism and constitution. It has overlap with GS paper, means what you read in modern history. So then we have core polity topics which you have in GS paper 2, right? Then we have ancillary topic, additional topics, caste, religion. For example, nationalism and constitution. Let's divide. Let's take up each topic. Say nationalism and constitution. I hope it is visible to you. I hope it is better visible now, right? चलिए, तो जैसे पॉलिटिकल स्ट्रेटजीज ऑफ इंडिया फ्रीडम स्ट्रगल, तो जैसे वहां पर जीएस पेपर 2 में आप पढ़ते हैं कि अच्छा इंडिया फ्रीडम स्ट्रगल में हुआ क्या, व्हाट वाज कॉज ऑफ अ पर्टिकुलर मूवमेंट, व्हाट हैपेंड एंड व्हाट वाज द इफेक्ट. दैट्स हाउ यू रीड, राइट. But here, since you are a PSR optional student and you have already gone through paper 1 section A, where you know what is Marxist thought, what is socialist perspective, right? You are well versed about it, right? Then the understanding you got there is going to help you here. For example, constitutionalism to mass satyagraha. So we talk about this phase of moderate to extremist, but with a masala of PSR optional. Means in history, in modern history, you read about what were the methods which were used by moderates. ठीक है, यहां पर हम बात करेंगे कि मॉडरेट्स ने मेथड तो ये यूज किए, तो हम भी बात करेंगे, लेकिन हम ये भी बात करेंगे कि क्यों किए, why they were thinking like this, why they were concerned about this rule of law as a gift of Britishers to India, why they were thinking that Britishers are benevolent, British rule is good for India. So why part, एंड वाई पार्ट में फिर हम जाएंगे कि देखिए क्योंकि उनके सामने वैसे नैरेटिव्स, वैसे एनालिसिस मौजूद नहीं थे जैसे लेटर पार्ट में आए. एवरीवन bring the thinking, or you can say actions, decide the actions on the basis of the experiences, analysis which are available to you, right? तो वो कौन से फैक्टर्स थे, और जैसा मैंने कहा, to know the syllabus by heart. If I am saying constitutionalism word is mentioned here, then you need to know constitutionalism है क्या, what is constitutionalism, what are the key features of constitutionalism, from where this originated and how it is, where it is overlapping. क्या during India's freedom struggle British rule can be considered as a constitutional rule or run by constitutionalism? तो जब आप क्वेश्चन करके पढ़ेंगे और ये दिमाग में रखेंगे, मीनिंग, ओरिजिन, ओवरलैप, राइट, एंड रीऑर्गेनाइज द सिलेबस कि अच्छा इसका और कहां यूज होना है, राइट. अगर कहाँ यूज होना है? अच्छा, salient features of Indian Constitution, वहां पर भी यूज होना है, उस टॉपिक में भी यूज होना है. Then you will have better understanding and better usage. राइट? सिमिलरली जैसे नॉन कोऑपरेशन, सिविल डिसोबीडियंस, मिलिटेंट रिवोल्यूशन, तो ये आप कौन हिस्से में पढ़ते हैं? हम वो भी पढ़ेंगे. राइट? डेफिनेटली द अंडरस्टैंडिंग यू गेन हियर इज गोइंग टू हेल्प यू इन मॉडर्न हिस्ट्री पार्ट देयर, बट विद अ twist of PSR option. Then peasant and worker movement, perspective on Indian national movement, liberal, socialist, Marxist, humanist perspective. So आपको नहीं लगता कि ये लिबरल, सोशलिस्ट, मार्क्सिस्ट हमने पेपर 1 सेक्शन ए में अभी भी पढ़ा है, जाना है, राइट? जाना है कि हाँ, दिस इज देयर. सो डेफिनेटली अंडरस्टैंडिंग देयर इज गोइंग टू हेल्प यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग, राइट? Similarly, making of Indian Constitution. This is overlapping with what? GS paper 2. GS paper 2, what is the first topic? Historical background of Indian Constitution. We are going to talk about it. Legacies of British rule. यहां पर हम बात करेंगे. फिर बात करेंगे different social and political perspectives on this British legacy. Right? And please understand the method I told you. कैसे करना है स्टार्ट? जैसे ट्रेलर आपको दिया कि आइडेंटिफाई द ट्रेंड. अब आप सोच रहे होंगे कि यार ये ट्रेंड आपने तो बता दिया, है कहां ये ट्रेंड? तो देखिए, Edukemi website, PSR column, you can find PSR toppers hat. That's a 4-5 page crisp document open for all. It should be printed by you and it should be available on, in front of you, right? So for ready reference. So means there we have compiled the, essence of the syllabus, the books you need to refer, right? तो वो आपके रेफरेंस के लिए, वहां पर ट्रेंड एनालिसिस भी दिया, टॉपिक वाइज क्या क्या क्वेश्चंस का कितना वेटेज होता है, कितने टॉपिक का. चलिए, then comes the core polity areas. We are talking about paper 1 section B, core polity areas. Just take a look over the headings there. I hope they seem familiar. Salient features of Indian Constitution, principal organs of the Union and state government, grassroots democracy, statutory institutions, finance commission, और से commissions हम पढ़ेंगे, then federalism. अब आप सोचेंगे कि क्या सर बिल्कुल ही सेम है क्या? मतलब इज इट सेम एज जीएस पेपर 2 कि अगर हम जीएस पेपर 2 के लिए जो पढ़ रहे हैं, इज इट सफिशिएंट टू कवर दिस पार्ट आल्सो? आई वुड से नो. Why I'm saying no? Because you need to understand there's a difference. There's a difference between PSIR answer and GS answer. And one factor of difference is use of perspectives, scholars, analysis, right? Although the base understanding there is going to help you here, but यहाँ पे हम कुछ जैसे grassroots democracy, तो फॉर एग्जाम्पल वहां पर आपने पढ़ा 73rd 74th अमेंडमेंट, ठीक है, आपने इश्यूज भी पढ़ा. आप कहेंगे इश्यूज भी हम पढ़ते हैं, यस, यू इश्यूज यू आल्सो रीड अबाउट दैट्स what are the issues in our local government structures, right? You also read about it. बट यहां पर हम कुछ एडिशनल स्कॉलर्स को भी जान लेते कि what these scholars are talking about, what are the solutions, and the understanding you gain here is going to help you in essay as well. If you're writing an essay on governance, specifically you're stressing on local governance, right? Then we have these ancillary topics like planning and economic development. There we read about what was Gandhian model, what was Nehru's model, what were other models, other suggestions on the future of Indian economy, and why we adopted this particular model, Nehruvian model, right? Don't you think it is quite interesting, right? Those who are thinking कि ये तो other worldly चीज है, तो मैं बताना चाहूंगा कि आपका जो present है ना, this is being shaped by the ideas which we read in political science, and in this particular topic, the decisions which were taken at that time somehow impacted the later trajectory of Indian growth, standard of living of people in India, right? So it is very much related to our life. Caste, religion, ethnicity in Indian politics. कोई ऐसा है जो ये बोल दे कि हमारा इससे वास्ता नहीं है, हम नहीं जानते इस टॉपिक को? नहीं बोल सकते. But since you are a student of PSR optional, so you need to know about the base of this caste, from where this idea of caste came, and is it Indian phenomena, South Asia phenomena, or is it prevalent in other parts of the world also? और अगर other part of world में caste नहीं होती तो इंडिया में ही क्यों? And what is the future of this? एंड अभी तक अगर मैं कास्ट के डीमेरिट्स की बात करूं तो एक वर्ड आएगा आपके मन में, डिस्क्रिमिनेशन. बट when we are going to talk about caste, we are going to talk about various scholars talking about other demerits of caste system, not just discrimination against a particular system, how it is a discrimination against the whole society, what we are losing due to this caste based discrimination, right? And the design of this syllabus is like, since you have already been exposed to political ideologies in paper 1 section A, so when I am going to talk about caste then you would be like, oh, let's take a look over caste from postmodern perspective. Caste is an idea which was created way back due to this utility. So it means caste is not, religion is not that much universal like we felt before we entered into political science. So this is how this syllabus is arranged. So you need to know about the concept, various scholars, right? And if there are some current event associated with it, you need to know, because when it comes to IGP part, like I said, paper 1 section A, more over statics, some topics, dynamic linkage can be done. In IGP part, I would suggest especially this part, core polity areas, ancillary topics, we need to have some dynamic linkage. We need to know what some scholars are saying in current scenario, right? Ashish Nandi is saying this, Suhas Palsekar is saying this. So means current approach can be added, and no one can escape from current approach, because current affairs is like the base of UPSC. Prelims, you need current. मेंस, यस, यू नीड करंट. ऐसे यू नीड करंट. इंटरव्यू यू नीड करंट. बट यहां पर मैं आपसे कह रहा हूं कि करंट पर जो नजर है वो स्पेसिफिक करना है सिलेबस के हिसाब से, सो दैट यू कैन एक्सट्रैक्ट दोस. हैव अ डायरी. I always suggest you should have four folders: paper 1 section A, section B, paper 2 section A, section B. And whenever you read, oh, there's a topic called, there's an interesting article on caste, religion, and politics, and this scholar is making an interesting point, interesting quote. Extract that quote, put it on caste, religion, and politics, put that A4 size paper in your folder. Whenever another article come on caste, religion, politics, what you need, just pick that particular A4 size paper and in small handwriting, just put it there. Within 2-3 months, you will feel that your content is not scattered, it is being consolidated. Now you know that whenever a question is going to come on caste, religion, politics, this much content is with me. I know that. I know this from my notes, and this is my updated content. Right? Same with party system, grassroots, social movement. And there's overlap also. Right? I hope you can see social movement, overlap. Then comes the paper 2, which is about IR, international relations. Under interesting section, कितने लोग तो PSIR को लेते ही हैं IR के लिए, international relations के लिए. So paper 2 section can be categorized into these 3 parts: theories and concepts of international relations. Means जैसे हम international relations का basis क्या होता है? Balance of power. What is balance of power? What is deterrence? What is realist perspective of international relations? For example, in international relations, generally people conceive what is international relations. Reading about current events, what is happening between India and Pakistan, what is happening between India and US. This is what people think. Generally, students think this is international relations. If I'm reading this article on India, Pakistan, India, US, it means I'm gaining understanding on international relations. But this paper 2 section A, this give you the broad perspective. This section tells you कि बेटा, what you're reading in newspaper now, this is just an event. Now take a wider look. This event is happening due to this reason, because this is said in this particular theory of international politics, right? So this is how we are going to connect global institutions, groups, IMF, World Bank, UNSC, WTO, comparative politics. Let's break this up. Comparative politics, ऐसा टॉपिक जिसको सबसे ज्यादा स्टूडेंट्स लाइटली लेते हैं, क्योंकि पेपर 2 सेक्शन ए में अगर आप सिलेबस ओपन करेंगे तो विल बी 2 टॉपिक्स. फर्स्ट 2 टॉपिक्स रिलेटेड टू कंपैरेटिव पॉलिटिक्स. सो लेकिन आपको लाइटली नहीं लेना है. यू नीड टू प्रिडिक्ट एज पर द मेथड आई शेयर्ड. मींस अंडरस्टैंड द ट्रेंड, वेटेज क्या है, देन what are the most popular themes which are being repeated, understand the demand of the topic, then grab the content, right, with origin, meaning, overlap, right? So comparative politics, nature, approaches. अब याद करिए, हमने लेक्चर को स्टार्ट किया था, सेशन को स्टार्ट किया था, पेपर 1 सेक्शन ए, टॉपिक नंबर 1, पॉलिटिकल थ्योरी, मीनिंग एंड अप्रोचेस. So the discussion which you have there is going to help you understand this part also. It is having interlinkage with this one, right? Then state and comparative perspective, characteristics and changing nature. Then you have politics or representation and participation. And this particular topic is also having some overlap with paper 1 section B topic, where we talk about, parties, we talk about the current scenarios in Indian politics. So it is having overlap there, party system. Then comes the theory of concepts of international relations, another important part which I was telling you, कि जो आपको बताएगा कि ये जो events हैं international relations में हो क्यों रहे हैं, why India's response is such, why US response is such, why China is becoming so assertive, which China was not in 1960s. तो background क्या है? Globalization, another theme which is also repeated in PSR optional syllabus. Then approaches to study international relations, इसमें हम जानते हैं idealist, Marxist, realist, functionalist system. आपको लग रहा है कुछ Marxist, realist, ये बेस अंडरस्टैंडिंग आपने पेपर 1 सेक्शन ए में लिया था, यहाँ पर अप्लाई कर रहे हैं. फिर आप कहेंगे फिर यहाँ क्यों बताया, क्योंकि यहाँ पर here we are going to talk in context of international relations, right? So certain other scholars who were actually influenced by these ideas, say Marxist ideas, realist ideas, they gave their theory on international politics specifically. Their ideas we are going to know there, right? What Morton Kaplan is saying, what Morgenthau is saying, what Thucydides was saying in the ancient past. तो एक ये भी एक story ही है, means functionalist approach. So you need not to cram कि what is functionalist approach. You need to know कि why functionalist approach came, what are the base idea, फिर है क्या, what is its application, do I know some contemporary example? That's how you categorize your knowledge. Then key concepts in international relations, changing international politics, key concepts like I told you, balance of power, deterrence, these terms which are used in these articles in international relations perspective. Changing international order, this is the dynamic part. कि अभी जो developments आपको दिख रहे हैं कि how India's vision towards the world is shifting as of now. Are we observing some changes in world order, right? So यहाँ पर हम वो बातें करते हैं, AUKUS, Quad, Vision, right? Then comes this part, global institutions and groups, other important part. Evolution of international economic system, story से start करते हैं कि एक्चुअल में जरूरत ही क्यों पड़ी इंटरनेशनल इकोनॉमिक सिस्टम, ठीक है? और देखिए यहां पर जो आपने पहले पढ़ा, मींस अर्लियर यू हैव ऑलरेडी कवर्ड इन पेपर 1 सेक्शन ए, लिबरलिज्म. Now we are going to connect, how liberalism is connected to this World Bank, IMF, WTO. And is it possible that sanctity of these institutions has been regarded at such high level that whatever they say is being accepted as gospel truth? Is there any other alternative possible? What are the possible ramifications of, following these institutions? First, understanding these institutions, need of these institutions, contribution of these institutions, then understanding the challenges, right? What are the rationales of challenges? What are the emerging trends? फिर हमने New Development Bank, Asian Development Bank, Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, why they are being regarded as an alternative. Then comes United Nations, usage of means utility of United Nations structure, various agencies, reforms in United Nations, then regionalization of world, EU, ASEAN, APEC, SAARC, NAFTA. यहाँ से क्वेश्चन आमतौर पर वहीं से आता है, the thing which is being in news. And the best part about optional is it is more predictable than GS paper. You can predict. If South China Sea was in news, then we know that question may be asked on South China Sea when it comes to India-China relations. It was asked. We know that if Quad is again and again in news, question will be asked. Indo-Pacific in news, question will be asked. So major themes can be identified from the last track of say 1.5 years of current affairs, and we can identify, although we need to know all, but we know कि कहाँ पर ज़्यादा stress देना, and from that which kind of themes can be asked. जो ट्रेंड्स चल रहे थे, सार्क है तो सार्क के फेलियर पे ट्रेंड चल रहा था, India seems like going off from SAARC and giving more focus to BIMSTEC. Why it is happening? So it means BIMSTEC SAARC becomes important. India boycotted SAARC in its summit in Pakistan. What was the reason? ASEAN becomes important because India is having heavy stress on this Act Asia policy, right? Connecting to Southeast Asia. Why it is important, right? Developments in Myanmar. Myanmar is like the door to ASEAN. और क्या हम ऐसा कुछ डायनेमिक्स देख रहे हैं कि आसियान है क्या? वो तो पता ही है. That we know that after ASEAN summit, India became more vocal towards the developments in Myanmar, although India was having strategic silence on the recent coup earlier. So कहने का मतलब है कि इसके बैकग्राउंड की जो स्टोरी वो तभी समझ में आएगी जब इसको हम जानेंगे, right? Connecting with current. So the point is dynamic in nature. Contemporary global concern at the topic itself is saying contemporary. Democracy, human right, environment, gender justice, terrorism, nuclear proliferation. So contemporary themes, and this particular portion is going to give you heavy advantage in essay topics as well, right? Then comes paper 2, section B. India and the world. India's foreign policy means determinants of foreign policy. सबसे पहले जो foreign policy होती है, what is the difference between foreign policy and international relations? What are the factors which shape foreign policy? And what are the factors which are becoming more prominent in shaping India's foreign policy in current scenario? That's how we structure this particular topic. Then India and South Asia, in global South, India global centers of power, India US, India Russia, and all, India and the UN system, India and the nuclear question, questioning India's nuclear policy, then recent developments in India's foreign policy. That's how your syllabus is structured. For this part, I always suggest that have a habit that when you are going to read, you are going to extract point some standard sources, IDSC, ICW, MEA, ORF. Have this as a practice that once a week, since you're a student of PSR option, once a week, I'll actually go through some of the recent updates on ORF website. And if I pick one article on say SAARC, then I'm going to open that article and I'll start by giving, say, I'm going to give 20 minutes, 25 minutes, or say half an hour for this article. And the purpose is that I have to extract content from there, not just, gaining some, random knowledge. Extract content. And how you can extract content? When you are reading it, think, what kind of questions can be asked from there, right? From SAARC. And how I can use this content, and how you can actually think of questions when you go through previous year question papers, right? So I hope in this short video, you got a understanding, a kind of orientation of PSR optional syllabus. So see you in the next video. Till then, keep learning, keep growing. Shashank Tyagi signing off.